Why do 90% of rockets burn most of their fuel in just minutes? It's a fascinating process that involves a lot of science and engineering. Stick around to find out. We're going to break down each step of a rocket launch, from the ground to the vast expanse of space. Alright, space enthusiasts, let's get into the nitty-gritty of rocket launches. The journey of a rocket is a marvel of modern engineering and physics. Imagine a rocket as a giant tube of toothpaste. Just like squeezing toothpaste out of the tube, launching a rocket involves a lot of pressure and force. First, we have the launch phase. This is where the rocket's engines roar to life, pushing it off the ground with a massive burst of energy. The engines burn a mixture of fuel and oxidizer, creating a powerful thrust that propels the rocket upwards. Think of it like squeezing the toothpaste tube really hard, tons of force in a short amount of time. The rocket needs to overcome the force of gravity, which is pulling it back towards the Earth. Next up, the ascent phase. The rocket has to fight Earth's gravity, which is like running up a hill with a backpack full of bricks. The engines continue to burn fuel at a rapid rate, providing the necessary thrust to keep the rocket moving upwards. To make it, the rocket burns through fuel rapidly, shedding weight as it goes. This is crucial because the lighter the rocket becomes, the less force is needed to propel it. This is why rockets have stages. They drop empty fuel tanks to lighten the load, kind of like ditching those bricks one by one. Each stage has its own engines and fuel supply, and once a stage is used up, it's jettisoned to reduce weight. Once it hits the upper atmosphere, the rocket enters the cruise phase. This is where it gets a bit easier, like running downhill. The air is thinner, so there's less resistance, and the rocket can travel more smoothly. The rocket's engines throttle back since it doesn't need as much power to keep moving. This phase is all about maintaining the right trajectory and speed to reach the desired orbit. Finally, the rocket reaches orbit. This is the goal of the entire launch process, to get the rocket or its payload into a stable orbit around the Earth. Imagine throwing a ball so fast, it keeps falling around the Earth instead of back to the ground. This is essentially what happens when a rocket reaches orbit. That's what orbiting is, falling continuously but never hitting the Earth. The rocket or satellite is moving forward at such a high speed that the curvature of the Earth causes it to fall around the planet rather than back to the surface. And there you have it. The journey of a rocket from the ground to space is a complex and fascinating process that involves overcoming gravity, managing fuel, and precise engineering. Rocket science simplified. From launch to orbit, it's all about managing fuel and fighting gravity. Pretty cool, right? The next time you watch a rocket launch, you'll have a better understanding of the incredible science and engineering behind it. Until next time, keep looking up. The universe is full of wonders waiting to be explored. And who knows, maybe one day you'll be part of a mission that takes us even further into the cosmos.